The mobile world we're in now, how is Docusign readjusting itself? Because I mean, I would have been familiar with the brand from the point of view of the desktop experience and internet, to now in a world where there's nothing that isn't touched by mobile.
Yeah, no, I think mobile is a big deal for us because people use Docusign to do transactions faster and easier. And one of the fastest and easiest ways to deal with something is on your phone or on your tablet. And so literally 30% of the transactions that are sent out through our system today are signed on a mobile device. So customers are already moving to mobile because you only need a browser to sign a Docusign document, authenticate and sign. And there's browsers obviously on mobile devices. And so there's sort of three areas in mobile that we see. One is enabling those mobile devices to have the best signing experience possible, no matter what screen size you have. And that's just the browser kind of concept. The other is enabling businesses to use mobile devices like field sales, field service, to originate documents. So we've developed mobile applications for Windows, iOS, and Android that allow a business to actually use their tablet or their phone to originate a transaction. So I might be a sales rep, I might configure an order while I'm with a customer and actually hand my device to them, let them sign, and have that, once they sign, have it go to finance or whatever the next step in the process is. And that's one of the hottest areas that we see.
And in terms of like yourselves, I mean, do you see a point where, majority of your business will be done through mobile because that's what most people are carrying, or do you still see a lot of challenges on the web front because, the world is more and more connected. There's always a race in terms of security against the bad guys who might try to intercept transactions or breach systems. I suppose really the question really is, are you finding that the world is kind of getting you guys to follow around, or are you finding that more solutions are coming from the customers themselves saying, look, we need this?
Yeah, I mean, I think mobile's everything, actually. I mean, no bones about it. I mean, it's all about mobile. So we are actually developing more rapidly on mobile platforms than we are on regular web platform right now because it's going so fast. So we actually last spring acquired a small company that does transaction management. So traditionally we've managed the document flow through signing, and now we can manage the entire transaction, the conversation, right, in a digital sense. And so that's a mobile first product. So literally we develop on iOS and Android before we develop a web version. So they're all exactly the same. And the benefit there is on any device, now I can manage the entire transaction. So documents, people, all the information around a transaction, for example in real estate, and sign, all in the same place, all in a mobile device and all in a central shared room.
And is it still a race against the bad guys? Like, I mean, obviously the world's full of hackers now and all kinds of people trying to do things. Do you find it's a constant battle to stay ahead of the race? I mean, this is true for any company that has security at its heart, whether it's a McAfee or a Symantec. So is it a race still? And are they, because now everything has gone wireless, and a lot of conversations are being had, via social media, that there's a lot more lines of potential interception?
Yeah, I mean, security is really important. I mean, especially in the mobile space. We have a partnership with Good Technologies to provide security wrapped around our application. But yeah, I mean, we unfortunately last year got big enough where we started getting spam. I mean, it is a race. And so we've spent a lot of time on our platform on the back end, creating a lot of layers of security and continually monitoring that. Working with the large email providers to make sure if anything does come out that we find it immediately and snuff it out. But it is a battle, and it's one of those battles that as you get larger and larger, you don't really appreciate how much of a battle it really is. I mean, there are organized, attacks on SaaS companies everywhere, and you end up spending a lot of money defending yourself.